I'm just gonna turn Soundscream up a tiny bit.
Said nobody ever. I'm always the loudest.
Nope.
No, I'm not the loudest.
To be fair,
that
I
horse
already
is
had
not
to
in
turn
this
down.
episode, Nari.
I mean, Nari
Awesome.
is a druid. That horse can very quickly be a part of this episode.
If I had a horse go tee hee 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 hee, it would freak me out.
I mean, it's scared of pants anyway, so...
I mean, who isn't scared of pants?
Is this
No
the moment
comment.
where we reveal how many of us are not wearing pants while streaming?
This is the moment
mean-
where we don't talk about that at all.
Like, sometimes you just gotta air out the boys. What can we say?
What boys? And I'm talking about regarding me. I know about you guys and your little friends.
The girls, then.
Yeah, I guess
I
you'd
don't know.
call them the girls.
No, that's two different ones. They're a little higher up.
We're gonna stop because what I was gonna say was gonna get me hit by somebody. I promise you. So we're gonna leave that right there. Right where it's at.
Huh.
We're good. We're good. I do need to play. I'll be right back. So you guys behave for 30 seconds.
Let's see if
I'm quickly gonna go grab a drink.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Bananas.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25,
Okay, I need
6,
to
Sorry.
mute the
27,
stream.
28,
I'm
29,
back. I'm back.
30.
Stop it.
And now we can stop behaving.
Bleep nuts.
I don't believe that you behaved while I was gone either way. So,
I was just
sorry.
counting to 30.
You know, somehow you could make that problematic.
I was hanging out with the boys.
Hey, you know, whatever makes you happy there, Nexus. That's all that matters to me is that Nexus is happy.
Before you kill me.
Yes.
What? Would I do that? Again.
Trigger warning to the viewers here. Soundscream's gonna kill us in horrible ways.
I don't know if we.
You know,
Be prepared.
I don't know where you're getting that impression. But-
Everything you've said so far towards us.
Experience.
The
But-
messages that we get prior to
What?
sessions.
I am going to plead the Fifth Amendment on all of those.
Sure.
So we have most of the crew here. Our beloved grumpy old wizard is running a bit late. He will be joining us shortly. But for now, when last we saw our heroes, Nate, the human ranger, Gobs, the minotaur warlock, Othokent, the lizard folk life domain cleric, Talah, the half-orc druid, and Abraham, the human wizard, the group received word that that there was trouble in Nate and Talah's hometown, to which they were given a scroll of teleportation to get to the village as soon as possible. Upon getting there, they found the village iced over despite it being early autumn. They made it to the butcher's home, were able to warm up and get some warmer clothing, including a very, very, very attractive fur coat for... who's wearing that? That's Othokent's wearing the fur coat, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
To which they proceeded to Talah's father's house, found about some things going on, and as they were preparing to figure out their next step, they began to notice ice melfets hopping around the rooftops and starting to gather as the army of the Heart of Winter begins to attack the village. And that's where we'll pick up.
all right.
So, what would you guys like to do?
So what's our plan here? Do we just walk outside? Start killing things?
As I recall, we were heading, or at least thinking of looking towards Nate's family.
That was the initial plan. Currently, Nate is just standing outside because of reasons that we all know about.
Yeah, I just got outside.
Yeah, he is currently cooling off while we're still inside with Talah's
and I
dad.
do believe it was Nate who started to spot the
Yeah, it was.
the ice creatures.
It was.
So gonna signal in the door. Just ice methods. We got company.
Alright, let's get outside.
I'm just quickly casting Armor of Akathis before going outside.
Dad, I need you to stay indoors.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna go get my old axe and have it at the ready, though, and I suppose I'll put some coffee on, warm you kids up. I don't like you going out into danger and me staying here inside.
I know, but I've been dealing with quite some danger recently. I'll be fine, I promise. Just stay inside, and yeah, make sure you're able to defend yourself if things get in.
All right.
Please don't open the door again unless you're absolutely sure that it's safe.
Nate is keeping an eye out.
Othokent's gonna leave him a healing potion.
All right, so Nate, yeah, you're starting to see them prance and jump around. You also go ahead and give me a perception check, if you could.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the size of the threat that's incoming and what they're doing.
So yeah, you're seeing dozens and dozens of these things starting to move through around. Off in the distance, like as you look down one of the straighter roads, you can start to see Fey elves in frozen over plate armor beginning to march around. You see some on horses. You see an army coming. So give me a general intelligence check.
Okay, a general one.
Mm-hmm. I guess a history check would kind of work too. I'll bend it to a history check if that helps you at all.
No. But sure.
You know, despite the fact that, you know, you haven't done a whole lot of reading on warfare and whatnot, it does kind of strike you like the little ones are the scouts for the impending army that's coming in.
Yeah. So, scouts.
So everybody is caught up to you outside.
Fun.
You can actually start to hear the icy clank of heavy ice shards clinking together as the army begins to march down the main road towards the village.
Could Talah have grabbed her winter coat from her room?
Yeah, I'll say Talah ran up and grabbed it real quick while everybody was settling down before the conversation happened, probably.
And like a big, thick scarf as well.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that scarf is going around Othokent's neck.
Yay.
Othokent, all you need is a hat with a big feather on it, and you would be big pimpin', sir.
Hell
feather.
yeah.
And your big scarf.
I kind of make the scarf go over his head as well, just kind of covering everything to stay out of the cold wind.
Thank you, Talah. Everything helps. I left your father a healing potion as well, just in case.
Nice,
Nate?
thank you.
So
Yeah.
I need two things to happen. Nate, I don't remember what role were we making for you to kind of feel the influence of other realms,
Mm,
or were we just letting it happen?
I mean, on Lenosol, you said that I have advantage on wisdom perception checks to detect fey creatures.
You begin to feel a very strong flux of fey creatures from the opposite direction of the village. Talah, give me a nature check.
Alrighty. There's my character sheet. Come on, load. Nature. Where are you? There you are. 6.
Okay. Otho,
Yes.
you notice, just because of how sensitive you are to it, it's not as cold as it was whenever you guys went into the house. It's not like summertime or anything like that, but it is like you can notice it is a little bit warmer, and you begin to notice the snow that's falling is turning to kind of that slushy half snow, half rain.
I'm going to notify my allies that it's getting warm.
That's
Considerably so.
weird.
Anybody who would like to give me perception checks?
Sure.
I feel like
Yes.
a big clash is gonna happen. Nate's passive is 21, by the way.
So let's see. So Othokent's gonna see them. Gobs is gonna see them, and Nate's gonna see them. You notice, and it's especially Nate will catch it because it's definitely weird. There are very large barn owls, like sitting in all the nooks and crannies of the houses and doors and everywhere, and they are watching the ice melfits.
Yeah, a couple of barn owls is not that uncommon, but that is
Yeah, and they're large barn owls.
yeah.
Like could carry off a sheep-sized barn owls.
That's fucking huge.
That is quite big.
Well, I guess the town is being protected.
You begin to hear the clopping of hooves coming up from behind you. Like slowly, like a slow walk of clopping of hooves.
180 no scope. No. What's looking back? What's coming up?
You see an elk. A giant elk, male elk with with the gigantic horns all sitting off of it, and sitting on the back of it, of this elk, is a Fey Lord. This Fey Lord has long brown hair. He has a yellow gold thin crown upon his head. He has kind of grayish eyes. He's wearing a cloak that comes off of his back that looks like it's almost like feathers, but also leaves, and it's all the different colors of an autumn leaf fall, right? So you've got those bright oranges, those yellows, those faded greens, all of that. He's wearing mail armor from head to toe that is also in that leaf mail style with those same colors running down it. Carrying in his stirrup, he holds a gigantic scythe. And he is slowly riding up towards you. And he is looking at Talah specifically. as
Talah's
he's
looking
riding
at
up.
the elk.
And he has arrived. Rides up next to you.
Weapons
Hello,
ready.
cousin. Mother said that father had encroached beyond his time. I see she wasn't lying, though she rarely does.
Talah looks at the others. Who?
He
Cousin.
rolls his eyes. He goes, my mother, the soul of summer.
No, which one of who are you referring to as your cousin? Exactly.
You silly mortal, you have the blood of our cousin. Halcyon, lord of the warm days of winter. I forget how short your lives are once you're mingled with mortal blood. You've forgotten everything, haven't you?
I don't think I've ever really known.
That's my point. Either way, ties to family matter. So, mother asked me to come and enforce the restrictions upon my father. He's not supposed to be here. This is my time, not his. With your permission, dear cousin, may I engage my army against my father's and beat back this early onset of winter?
As long as the people remain safe and unharmed, yes.
Well, without people, how can there be a fall's harvest? Without people, how can there be a preparation for winter so that my sister, the soul breath of spring, has a chance to bloom and blossom? Of course the people will be safe. We need them after all. Seriously, your educational systems, they need work.
I'm just saying, don't cause any casualties among the what you call mortals.
We'll try. Will that suffice?
I prefer you do your best instead of just try.
Well, begging or choosing beggars, aren't we? I suppose we will do our best for you, dear cousin. The lack of gratitude is a little hurtful. And he raises up in his stirrups and pulls a large horn from his side and blows it loudly, and it reverberates. And as it does, another another wave of warmth kind of filters through the air. That slushy rain rain snow mix starts to become just pure rain starting to come down. The ice is starting to melt and drop off of the houses and things like that. As he blows the horn, all of those giant owls start to flutter out from their hiding spots, and they're swooping in and grabbing the ice melfets and taking them up and dropping them, and they're shattering across the cobblestones. You start to see coming out of the trees all these brightly covered male armored warriors, others on smaller, less magnificent elks on horseback. You start to see arrows with broad leaf-shaped arrowheads flying through the air, hitting melfets and things like that. And then you see his personal guard coming out of the ground and bending trees, standing 60, 70 feet tall, is this gigantic half wooden, half straw, jack-o'-lantern faced monstrosity as it begins to clamor and gently step around houses and things as it is passing over the village to head towards the army. The rest of the goodness, I'm losing my notes.
No.
I just had these. I literally just typed something in it. Where is it? There it is. So the rest of the Song of Autumn, his army begins to move around the village to try to engage and attack the heart of Winter's army that's coming in, and they're trying to push the battle out into the fields, out into the woods, to the west of town, so that they cannot engage and harm the villagers themselves. Based off the way things feel, I believe my father is across the river at the old graveyard. I cannot confront him directly, but if you plan to do something about this, I believe there's some nursery rhyme or something that says that you're supposed to do something to bring him to his senses or destroy him or whatever it is you're going to do. I would recommend you heading that way before he finishes whatever he's doing there. Alas, he swings that giant scythe up onto his shoulder and sits back down into his saddle and goes, "May favor be with you, dear cousin." And he goes, "But for now, I feel like breaking a snowman or two." And he just kind of smirks as he puts his heels to the elk and begins to gallop down the road to head off towards the battle itself.
Okay, so are we heading towards him, or what's the plan?
And it has begun to absolutely pour rain at this point.
Ah, this weather's much more my speed.
I don't know. Like, they have a. They seem well prepared.
Well,
This
apparently
seem-
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I was just about to say, we seem just as well prepared somehow. We are here. Let's take the chance. Kill the bastard.
I think following through on what he said with going for the heart of winter, his dad apparently, is probably the play here.
Oh.
Oh, a stealth check from the DM, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
not it.
only supposed to go to me.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, it didn't.
What didn't?
Lord,
I don't know
didn't.
what you're talking about. You don't say anything.
But
We'll
see
point
what?
it out in the VOD.
those guys just seemed like a scouting party, so must be further back.
He
Well,
said
let's
the
go.
old graveyard.
Yeah,
To make
that
sure
he
this
did.
is clear on what's happened, so all of the owls you saw were actually watching those ice melfits, and as soon as the Song of Autumn gave his call, they attacked the scouts and took them out. The army was coming in from the north, and then of the Heart of Winter was coming in from the north. The army of the Song of Summer Song of Autumn. I hate that I make names that are cool and then I can't remember them properly. They came out of the woods that are to the south and to the southwest, and they have cleared out all the Melfits. Hello? You okay, Sen? Cyntari? Xerxes? Abraham?
Buddy?
He spoke for a moment and we've lost him.
Yes.
But they've started to go
Told you you were gonna
around.
kill us.
Yeah, they started to, instead of coming through your village, they've gone around it, and then the giant jack-o'-lantern scarecrow thing walked through the village to try to scare them to not come in, and they are engaged kind of in the northwest part of the fields beyond the village, and that's the full war is starting to break out there.
Yep.
And the old graveyard that they're referencing is outside of the village to the east, across a bridge that goes over the river, and it's on the other side of that bridge.
Well, I know the quickest way over there.
Great, let's get going.
Talah just kind of doesn't move for a bit.
Yeah, so Talah, as you stand there and watch, you start to singing. You can hear the din of battle as the groups begin to fight and engage each other. You see the giant scarecrow thing just like grab handfuls of people and then just throw them like 50 or 60 yards up in the air and about 100 yards across. And you're seeing it like raining people that are hitting and tumbling and not moving. And then they begin to fade because they're Fae, so they would fade back into the Fae realm. And just all out war. You see fiery arrows being shot into the into the guys. You see ice. You start to see a sleet storm starting. You start to see cone of colds going off. That it is a all out elemental war that's happening outside your little village.
So
It's also the mentioning of the graveyard that is kind of stopping her in her tracks.
Talah,
An interesting note. They said the old graveyard. The graveyard in your vision was not the old one. It was a new one that had been built in town square.
Which currently doesn't exist, I'm gonna guess.
Which currently does not exist. A giant oak tree sits there right now, where it would be.
Yep.
Talah, come on. We have a heart of wind that's a kick in the pants.
Right.
Nate is gonna grab Talah by the hand and just pull her along. Come. The quicker we get rid of him, the better.
Excellent. Real quick, Cyntari, you want to give yourself a mic check just to make sure it's working?
Check.
Hey, he's there. Fantastic. Awesome. Just want to make sure we weren't completely leaving you behind. Excellent. So you guys begin to move through the outskirts of the village, and you're now on the trail that goes to the east and headed towards the river. This is going to be important. I need to know the order and like what kind of configuration your group is in.
I feel like in this case, both Nate and Talah would be up front leading the way, because they know actually how to get there.
Okay, so Nate and Talah up front.
I'll be right behind them.
Gobs will be right behind.
Othokent will cover the rear.
Othokent in the back.
Abe will be in front of Otho.
In front of Otho. About there for Abe. All right. As you come up to the bridge that goes over the river, you see a gigantic icy creature on the other side of the bridge and a tiny ice princess standing next to him. So let's go ahead and show you what you see. But you...
That thing looks cool.
It's a golem. Of course you'd love it.
Oh no, it's John's pandemonium. Oh no,
And it was
kryptonite,
fun.
sorry.
I was kind of big here too about Otho figures
And-
making a pun, and freezing
Yeah.
to death.
And I need perception checks from absolutely everybody.
Also, I can't control my token.
Oh, if you want to, if you can't move the token, everybody do a token check.
Already done.
I can check and
I
fill
cannot
out the
click.
token.
I can't even select it.
Me neither.
So that's Nate.
Also, Nexus, did you see what Talah cast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nate,
Good.
check yours again.
Yep.
Yes.
Is work.
Abraham. All right. So everybody's got control of their characters.
Yes.
Yes.
You just hear a deep growling sound and the rumbling of rocks coming from the giant guy. Does anybody speak Primordial?
Yes.
Nope.
You do? Okay, let me rephrase. Does anybody's character speak Primordial?
Nathan just linked it.
Nate does.
So, Nate, you hear him say, Irith, is that them? Are they our prey? And all of you would probably hear her say, oh, yes, Nimrith, that's them. Excuse me. You can either go away or you can die. Those are kind of your only two choices here.
Are you with the Heart of Winter?
Yes, I'm the general of his arcane army. Thank you very much.
Nate is gonna launch an arrow at her.
Oh,
I
okay.
was gonna cast mirror image on myself.
Eldritch Blaster.
Okay.
She just directly threatened us and admitted to being part of Heart of Winter.
That's fine. So let's do this. Let's roll initiatives. And you guys will get your actions. You guys will get a turn first.
Beautiful.
I'm sorry, Nate is not much for talking right now.
Yeah, no, Talah was also planning on something, but
Did
you
bring
were
up the
first.
initiative order thing?
Not yet.
I do
There
have
it goes.
advantage on initiative, so you're going to see 2 rolls. The 7.
Oh. That is also not only to you, Sunscream. I don't know if that was intentional.
I mean, they're going to be in the
Fine.
order anyways.
Yeah, but I just mean that if with next
we
coming
see the
rolls he doesn't
pluses.
want us to.
Oh, I didn't mean to do her twice. Open the one I want you to do.
Sure you didn't.
And again.
Yeah, it's fine. Ah, crap.
What's
One.
up, Sunscream?
I'm going to get her back in. And fix hers because she originally rolled a nat 20. She was at a 23.
Nate is still first. That is beautiful.
And is Nimrath? Okay. It is descending? Yeah. Okay. Nate's in here twice. Let's get rid of a Nate. Talah. Abraham. Gobs. Let's get rid of a Gobs. Have Talah in here twice for some reason. We'll give Talah her higher one.
Thank you.
Do you still forget
Alright.
to
I
clean
am
the
not
turn
in
order
the
between
initiative
encounters?
order.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, you know. I'm not perfect. I'm just
No.
beautiful.
Gobs disappeared.
Yeah, I'm not in the order anymore.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
No.
You removed
You
the
just
wrong one.
you moved the wrong one.
Fine.
Sorry,
Let's do
Sarge.
this. How's that?
Do we
Now
all
do
just
your-
roll again now?
You could have just selected a token, right-clicked on it, and said add to turn.
Anyway.
Nothing changed.
Wow!
I'm guessing we're still keeping the other one.
Nathaniel is speeding up for every initiative.
Keep whichever was better.
Oh!
Okay.
Yeah. Can I have Nate's old one? Mine's the same.
I'm fine with it.
Wait. Can I then have Nate's old one and then Otho can have mine?
No.
You said keep whichever one is better. You didn't specify it had to be your own.
I
Yeah.
swear to God,
Uh,
this is gonna go way worse for you guys now.
no.
Nah, you enjoy our idiocy too much.
Why does it keep changing her initiative?
I don't know.
Is it not selecting the right token?
No, it's not. He's a 4.
I'm a 3. Wait.
He's there.
So,
All right. So, Nate and Abraham both said things they were going to do.
Initiative order was just closed.
I hate that I can't close it on my end without it closing yours.
You can double
There.
click it, and then it becomes a small tab.
All right. Nate, you were shooting an arrow.
yeah, directly at her.
Go for it.
Like, and that is with the intention of just full rounding her. So I don't
Okay.
know if this is just part of the. Do we get a surprise round, or what did you say?
I'm letting the 3 people that said they were doing something specific are going to get to do that something specific before their turn.
Abe cast mirror image.
Yep. So your mirror image is up. And then you were shooting an arrow, so I need you to roll an attack with your arrow.
Yeah.
And then Gobs was throwing Eldritch Blast at her.
Yes.
I need
Also,
to
has
read
it-
the.
Has it been longer than an hour since we left?
No.
All right. That means that Armor Packatus is still up. Great.
Just need to read the flame arrows again. So it's just extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
On 12 arrows. Okay, so I need to keep track of that. Where the heck do I keep track of it? In a private message. Sure. There we go. Okay, the arrow. Just a regular old arrow. Sunk.
That hits.
So that plus 1d6 fire.
Okay, so what's your total damage you did? Is that 12?
No, I'm just. I'm checking my stuff. Like the favored foe. Yes. So that's what's
No.
that? 13 damage. And 6 of it is fire.
Give
And
me a
then
moment,
the six.
because Roll20 decided to be stupid to me.
Okay. Can I roll the second attack?
No, because
Or-
I'm not in Roll20. It literally just crashed out when I was trying to do something for someone. Nari.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Nari.
Okay, go ahead.
$18.
That also hits.
So that and Yeah. Favored foe is only on the first hit. Yep. And 1d6 fire damage. So another 2 fire damage.
Okay, so your second attack did a total of how much damage?
16.
Okay. Awesome. So both arrows strike.
Yep. And Nate is gonna step 5 feet forward. And I think that's it.
All right.
For
Gobs,
now.
you were doing Eldritch Blast. Well, you don't get to move. You were just attacking. That wasn't your turn.
Okay. Boop boop.
Move.
I will
No.
move.
Boop
now.
boop.
There you go. All right. Go ahead and do your Eldritch Blast, Gobs.
Coming right up. Quick question, she is larger than me, yes?
She's a medium creature.
Then yes.
That hits.
And I'm adding a Fury of the Small for an additional 3 damage.
Okay, so 15.
Second attack, because I have 2 blasts.
Okay.
If the 17 hits, then that is 9 additional damage.
All right, so what's your total damage between the two attacks?
24 force damage, all of it.
Okay.
That's it. Ain't got no more
All
blasting
right.
in me.
All right. So we return to the top of the turn. So that was your surprise round.
Hey.
And- oh, you're doing that as an instant reaction?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it large?
It's huge.
Ho ho. Huge
Giant
constrictor.
constrictor snake, baby. This is my
You should-
home they're
you-
attacking.
You should be able to move it.
I am.
Instantly cold.
No, I'm saying the token, you should be able to move it.
Yeah, I can.
Nate suddenly feels very inadequate.
She's got a bigger snake than you.
Nice. Nice. All right. Nathan, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Yeah. Nate is gonna repeat. And I'm just... Yeah, I can't do that. So I will just repeat what I was doing. This time as a sharpshooter.
Okay.
No. I don't think so.
That one misses.
And second. No.
That one also misses.
And this time Nate is going to move on to the side.
Excellent. Anything else?
That is his turn, I believe. Yep.
All right. Mr. Grissom, it's your turn.
Did my turn just completely get destroyed because of the token shift?
Yep, it did.
Yes, it did. What was your initiative? Do you remember?
19. That's why I noticed, because it was Mr. Grissom while I was like,
Snaky Talah, it's your turn.
Yes, Snaky Talah is going to basically go around and try and get down. I'm going to do a double move here to get down there.
Okay, that is a ways down.
Mm-hmm.
So, just so you know, you would barely be able to see the top of his head.
That's fair.
All right. All right, so you are now, as a snake, slithering across a frozen river.
Yes, pretty much.
She shrinks.
Just a little.
Just do. Just a little bit.
It was cold outside. It
Yeah.
was cold outside.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
I mean, that is my movement. That is my action, because I double moved. Don't have a bonus action as a snake, so yeah.
All right. Mr. Grissom. What would you like to do?
Yes.
I didn't ask how big the map was.
On Talah.
Yes, just down there at the snake.
Centered right on my feet.
Mhm.
The DM is humming. I don't like it.
The DM is counterspelling.
No, you're not close enough for that. Okay. Nimrith fails. Let's see how Irith does. That was supposed to be with advantage. All right, she succeeds. All right, so Imrith, the big guy, or Nimrith, takes all of that. So all 27. And she takes half, so she takes 13.
Any vulnerability to fire considering their Fey race?
No, they're not invulnerable to it.
No, vulnerable, not invulnerable.
No, they're not vulnerable to it.
Okay.
Mm.
The big guy made of icicles. I figured he might take an extra bit of hurt from it.
Nope. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Just space a little bit.
Alrighty.
I don't want to get caught in any. I don't want to be the reason why everybody takes AoE damage. That's it. I'm done.
Awesome. All right. Othokent, it's your turn. So she has a couple arrows and a couple chunks taken out of her shoulders. He and they've both been burned. Him much more than her. He melted a bit. And it's your turn.
All right, well, sucks for them. Anyways, how far down is Talah at the moment?
I'd say probably 20 feet.
Well, fair enough then. Yeah. I'm going to move to the ledge and use a second level spell slot and cast Bless on everyone but myself.
Awesome.
And then with my normal, the rest of my movement, I'm going to move a bit back. And I have no bonus actions to use, so I should try my best not to get shot to pieces. That's my turn.
All right. Very good. Gobs, it's your turn.
I'm going to be moving up. Just straight across the bridge. And from here, I'm going to launch another Eldritch Blast. At the woman again. Actually, let me just check some distance. Yep, just an Eldritch Blast, nothing else.
No, you're not.
Okay.
You've been counterspelled. She's
Alright.
tired of being shot.
I don't believe you can counterspell cantrips.
You most certainly can counterspell the cantrip.
Are you sure?
Why could you
The
not
DM says
counterspell a
so.
cantrip? I've never heard of it not.
Okay, you're
I
right,
mean-
you can.
Yeah, it just says third level or lower.
It says the reason normally being is that they're not spell slots.
Cantrips are considered level 0, which are automatically counterspelled.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, she wasn't going to take that again. Sorry.
Alright, and my turn there?
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And I need to be on this layer. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, you can get there. Gonna move you here and there. And let's move him to the layer because you guys will see him now. Boop. Yeah, and he gets advantage on you because you're marked, if you remember correctly. Oh, and this guy looks very familiar. This may or may not be the guy that killed the professor that you went to Neap to see. This is the High General Morvellis Drignan.
Don't know if we ever saw him.
Hmm.
I'm not sure we ever saw him, or I can't remember if we ever saw him.
Nate tracked him at one point. He's also the guy Talah would recognize him too, because this is the guy that took Talah.
Talah currently it has her eyes focused on two others.
Yeah,
Nate
you
just
see-
posted a thing.
Yes, it's not because you're surprised that he has advantage. He has advantage on anybody that bears the mark of the Heart of Winter, which you do,
Oh no.
if you remember correctly.
Yep. Oh, I have it on my
That's why he has advantage. As this icy demon just comes slipping out of the snow. You guys didn't notice him when you came up as he was buried himself in the bank as he rushes out of the snow and is going to...
Would I have slithered over him then?
No, he was back here.
Ah, okay. Never mind.
Soundscream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry for just putting these stuff out, but earlier when we ran over here, I cast this.
So that would mean it is a straight roll. Then.
Does it also counter that?
Right?
I would think not. I would think it would be a straight roll in that situation.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm still scared, but
Right. No. Because, again, your awareness counters if it was just a surprise attack, but the fact that you're warded from those kind of creatures, that offsets his advantage. So he is going to multi-attack you with his icy claws. So
Icy
here comes
claws.
the first one.
Instead of sandy claws.
So does a 26 hit?
yes.
I should set that to auto roll damage just to make my life easier.
Probably.
But I didn't.
Oh well.
So you're going to take, what is that? Well, that's only one. You're supposed to roll 2 of those. So 6, 11 slashing damage
Okay.
and 4 cold damage. And that was his first attack.
Yeah.
And he's got 2 more. So let's see what the second one does. That is a 10. That does not hit you.
Yay.
And the third one's a 10. So he pops out of the snow and just rapidly slash at you. Doesn't hit, and he goes, "Good to see you again." And then as a bonus action, he is going to meld into the snow. And disappear. Boop, and pop up somewhere else.
I'm glad that my con saves are as great as ever.
And he is going to Gobs in front of you. The ice and snow on the bridge melds into him.
All right.
As he's now standing in front of you.
So,
Right.
What? What?
Well, it all happened so very quickly, but you hit with
Yeah.
the first attack,
I hit with the first, and the other two did not.
which means I need to roll a con save, which I failed. So
What was your
protection
con
from
save
evil
for?
and good
Oh, drops?
drops.
So that
Drop
was
for the
just a
first
second attack then. Second attack being a 10 and a 10. So,
Ah, I see what you're saying. I'm good with it. We'll say
Okay.
it lingered for the rest of the round, just so we can
Okay.
move on.
Yeah.
And turn order. It is Morvist, and now it's Nimrith's turn. He is going to hunker down, bend his legs deeply, and jump. As an icy meteor falls here, as he comes smashing down next to the two of you. And let's see, what are we going to have him do now? Oh, Nimrith, you're so much fun. Yeah, he's going to do that. Everybody within 20 foot radius of him, which that would be everybody but Talah, because
Yeah.
Talah's too far down. Needs to make a strength saving throw as he lands, and he instead of standing up completely, he just stomps really hard on the ground, and an icy burst fires out of his entire body, an icy nova. So you need to make a strength saving throw.
Well, everyone else, remember you have Bless on.
Oh, I do have bless, so I can add that to my con save.
Yeah, it is a DC 16.
No.
Yeah, I got a 7.
Even with Bless, he couldn't get it. Abraham's going to cast Absorb Elements as a reaction.
22 on the
Okay.
string save. Nice one, Nate.
Awesome.
I'd rather have made the con save.
If fair, but hey, it's something at least. Holy shit!
So it's 35 damage for anybody who did not make the save. That would be 17 for anybody that did. And that is cold damage.
Oh,
So I got resistance, so
No,
that's
no.
half.
Yeah, so that would be 7 for you.
Well, there goes Bless.
I can't do
No.
math. It's 8.
It would be 17.
no more blast, you guys.
But you made your save.
No, I
No,
didn't.
you didn't make your save, so it is 17. You're correct. Awesome. And now you have the hulking ice thing. What's bad? This is the image I came up. I ended up being able to generate what I really wanted. Sin will get this. I really wanted him to look like the Scion killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but ice. That's
Ice,
my
yeah.
mental version for it. This version turned out pretty cool too. In fact, I'll show you the full image I generated in chat just so you guys can see it.
So
Yay.
half damage if you made it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's doing that stupid thing again.
So what's that, 17?
Yeah, be 17. And that is the end of his turn. And now it's Irith's turn. Let's see what Irith is going to do.
Ice ball. It's like fireball, but ice.
Centered there. There. Not get you. All right, so centered here. Right here, she is going to cast Ice Storm. At level 4. So it's a DC 16 dexterity save. If you make it, you take half damage.
And I have resistance to it.
You have resistance to the cold, but not the bludgeoning.
Right, so
So you would take 6 cold and 10 bludgeoning.
no, I made the save. So
Oh,
it's
you
even
made the
half-
save? So
even
you take
half of
3
that.
cold and 5 from the bludgeoning. So you take 8 damage total.
No, Otho! Otho is just failing all the saves! Guys, we need to save him!
Nate, since you're right up on top of him, you notice that Nimrith does not take damage from either the physical connection of those or the cold part of it.
Cheating bastard.
And she's going to begin to fly. And she will take her as icy wings pop from her back. And she will fly to there.
Oh.
Awesome. And Nate, we're back to you, buddy. What would you like to do, my friend?
Not die.
That would be a good thing. For you. Not for me, but for you.
Sorry, I've been thinking about a lot of things to do right now.
So, things.
How far down is this?
It's a 20-foot drop.
Yeah, no thanks.
If he lands on Talah, would it be less high? Use her as a slide?
You know, it's like snakes and ladders. He just slides you all the way down to the bottom.
It'd be less damage for him, but more for you.
Hmm.
And to answer your question that you sent me, Nari, you'll just have to find out.
Okay. Fuck.
Oh, I've been using the wrong bow.
Yeah. I wasn't
thought
gonna say
so.
it.
Well, I wasn't going to argue with you.
Oh, for frick's sakes. Why
Okay,
have
so
you
Nate,
not
what are we
told me?
doing?
Because I don't know whether you saved that bow for a different occasion or something.
No, I'm saving the sword.
You get mad at us anytime we bring up something that you've got that's awesome that you don't use. There's a
No,
reason.
that's
Like, all right.
only been the sword.
I don't
Yeah.
keep track of your
And the
equipment,
mirrors.
Nathaniel.
In the mirror. Yep.
No, that's because you all want me to use it.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
don't
it's
keep track
cool.
of your equipment. I keep track of my equipment.
Anyways, Nate,
Shit.
what are you doing?
Yeah, so
He's doing stuff.
I am gonna disengage from this big guy.
Haha, he has no, I'm joking. That's fine.
And then I'm gonna move up to here. No, wait. Disengage is a full action when you're not a rogue, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there also a thing you can take where you get it as a bonus action? But I don't know if you have it.
You can be a goblin.
Yeah, no. Instead, Nate is he's still gonna move over there, but he's standing here. And then
Wait,
he
you
suddenly...
moved there without disengaging?
Not yet.
Okay.
Like, I was trying to explain. So we're
Do
standing
it.
there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's gonna poof.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Give me a second. Let me look at the details on that spell.
I can also link the spell.
Up to 8 hours.
Nah, this only lasts until end of my
Ah,
end of the current turn.
But you can't touch anything or do anything, right?
No.
Right? Nope, you're good. So yeah, he won't be able to do anything to you.
I can't do anything either.
But giant ice guy that's literally taking up all of your vision also can't do anything to you, which is not a terrible
Yeah.
thing.
So in the ethereal plane, I'm gonna run over here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna drink a potion of healing.
Sounds good.
2d4 plus 1.
+2.
Oh, pretty good.
Very nice.
Okay, that is my turn.
All right. Sneak. Your turn.
I'm a sneaky snake. No, I'm not a sneaky snake. But if I kind of lean up, can I see over the edge though? A little bit. Can I see Otho?
What's your reach as a huge snake?
10 foot. Of a
You
10-foot
could
reach.
maybe see the tip of his head,
Okay.
but now you won't be able to see all of them.
Yeah, then I won't even be able to see whether he's damaged like that or not. So I am going to.
You could tell that his scarf is disheveled. That's what you could tell.
I mean, that's fair enough. But that means I'm gonna move over here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, onto the land if I can.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna try and constrict this bitch, which is a weapon attack for me.
She's flying,
Yeah.
so she's about 20 to 25 feet up.
How long are you?
If her attack
I'm a
reach is 10
huge
feet-
beach, and I have a 10-foot reach with my bite.
Yeah, so I would say if your bike can only reach 10 feet, I would kind of feel like you couldn't reach 25 feet up. I tell you what.
Have you seen how snakes work?
Well,
I was gonna.
right, but arguing logistics versus rule set's different. Here's what I'll do. I'll let you attempt it, but it's going to be at disadvantage because
Alright.
you're having to stretch so far out. Does that sound fair?
That sounds fair. So the constrict, yes.
Mm-hmm. That is a nat 20. You're able to grab a hold of her.
Great. So she will take 2d8
With
plus.
disadvantage, it would just be the 20.
Yeah, it would
Have you
be.
heard of Swallow Hole?
But apparently my nat 20 counts. So.
Yeah, even with a 20, it would. She would get her.
Yeah, so
Even if she
I just
shielded.
don't get the double dice.
Yep.
Alright, so she takes 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
She is currently grappled. The escape DC is 16. And until the grapple ends, she is restrained. And I can't constrict another target, is what it says. So, yeah. So she is restrained. And that
Alrighty.
would be my turn.
Awesome. Mr. Grissom, what would you like to do, sir?
I've been debating.
You're very good at it. A master, you could say.
Boo.
Don't boo me.
Remind me again what happens if I cast in melee range.
If it's a spell attack, you get disadvantage.
It's not a spell attack. Okay.
Then nothing happens unless he has Mage Slayer.
I can only hope that this works. On the big
Yeah.
guy.
Off you fuck.
If the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the target is banished with a faint popping noise returning to its home plane. Have to maintain concentration for 1 minute. If the spell ends before the minute has passed, the target reappears in the space it left or in the nearest unoccupied space that it occupied. Otherwise, the target does not return.
Fail the save. Fail the save.
What kind of
DC
save is that?
16. Charisma. DC 16.
I mean, he is a handsome dude, so you know his charisma's high.
He made it.
Yep. Because he gets it with advantage, because he's Fey. So yeah, the banishment does not work.
This is a bunch of horse piss.
What else would you like to do, Mr. Grissom? It's a good try, though.
There's nothing else I can do.
All right. Othokent, it's your turn.
Alright, time to make myself not die. I'm gonna start by pulling out my healer's kit and using my healer feat to heal myself as an action.
That's a good step one.
Yeah. That gives you 17 hit points. I'm almost at half. And I was considering casting Shield of Faith, but considering I'm not getting attacked, that's not gonna help. So, still have my bonus action though. So looking around my allies, they seem to be doing better than me. So I'm gonna use Healing Word on myself. Stop dying, oh foe! Yeah. I am now above half.
Yay.
And I'm just gonna try and move a little bit more further away from Ice Dude over there so he doesn't stomp me into pudding or something. And that's my turn. Done and dusted. The end.
I presume my turn.
Helps if my mic is on. Yes, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Hey, I see a target in front of me. I'm going to use Hexblade's Curse as a bonus action on them.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't a spell. Just linking what it does. I don't know how to do the 19 to 20 crit thing, though.
If you roll a 19 or a 20, you roll extra damage.
I mean, I don't know how to get the sheet to do it.
Yeah, but there's a dice roller. I'm sure you can figure it out.
I'm also just attacking them.
All right. 13 sadly does not hit.
All right, bonus attack. Well, not bonus attack. I have it.
I get what you mean. Your second attack.
16.
16 just misses.
All right, that is my entire turn.
Awesome. Anything else you'd like to do? Nope. So it is Morvelis Dringden's turn. All right. He is going to grapple you. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. He's going to try to grab you.
All right, that's a contested check, if I recall.
Yep. It's against your acrobatics or athletics.
He barely gets it.
He successfully grapples you. Does that trigger your Armor of Agathis?
My Armor of Agathis was removed by the big old jump before, so no.
Well, it's true. And he's going to throw you off. Trying to see, what was your resistance to that, though?
I think he'd need to push instead of grapple to do that.
So the rules are you can grapple and then make a ranged throw attack. So he could have done a shove, but by grappling you, he can then throw you. Based off the player's handbook. Based off of what I'm seeing. So does that make sense? I mean, otherwise I could just use the fact his other attack would have counted and would have beat you either way, right?
Yeah.
So he's simply just going to throw you off the edge of the bridge. So he flings you to there. And do you have anything to prevent yourself from falling?
So he can grapple and force a move in one turn?
Yes, it just takes part of the movement to do so. Like, he could have dragged him off the edge and jumped if he wanted to. Or his second attack would be his throw.
Thought you needed like Battle Master for a player to be able to do that.
I mean,
Grapple and
if we
shove
want to,
are core rules. Each of them would take one of his attacks to do.
Okay, thank you.
so do you have anything to take care of the fall damage?
Give me a moment. He still needs to roll an attack to move, as far as I'm reading it.
To move you?
Yeah. Unless he wants to just drag me along with him. If he wants to push me off, that is an attack roll. He does have advantage because of the grapple, I believe. Which
So
means
what is that? What's
no.
so a 9 plus his modifier? So that's a 17 to throw you.
I have 19 AC.
Okay, he'll do it again then.
He has 3 attacks, right?
Mm-hmm. So a 19.
That gets it, yeah.
All right. And then so he throws you off the bridge.
Yep.
So that's not going to be very much damage though.
No, and I
'Cause
have
it's
nothing
what-
that I can interact with it with. So
Because it's what 1d6 for every 10 feet after 10 feet.
just for every 10 feet.
Okay, so you're going to take 6 bludgeoning as you plummet, and you hit the ice.
Ow.
Thankfully, not hard enough to go through it into the icy river.
All right.
But he thought that would be hilarious, so that's why he did it. And then as his bonus action, he is going to step into ice again. And he's going to boop out there next to Abraham. And that's his turn. Let's see. Who has... Let's have Otho do this. Otho, I need you to roll a d6 for me.
Oh no. 4.
All right. He does not recharge his icy nuke. And he's got a wizard who just tried to send him home. And while he wants to go home, he knows he'd get in trouble if he went home. So he is going to use his 2 slam attacks on Abraham. That's not supposed to be at advantage. It's supposed to be normal. There we go. So yeah, does a 20 hit Abraham?
One moment.
Sure. And I know you've got mirror image up, but I don't... You'll have to tell me what to roll on that if that hits.
Right, it hits me.
Okay. So you will take 19 bludgeoning damage and 2 cold damage as he punches you. And he's going to attempt to do so a second time.
Okay, that's 21 damage.
Yep.
Oh,
That's a 27.
at least it's not a crit, I guess.
That hits me.
Wow. So 13 bludgeoning and 7 cold on that one.
The cloak of the soul's passage triggers, and I have died, but I am now at 1 hit point.
All right, and now it's Irith's turn. First and foremost, Nari, you take 4 points of cold damage.
Alrighty.
Yep. She's really cold to be around.
Mm-hmm.
And you're definitely around her.
Luckily enough, the snake has 60 hit points. So, it will take a while to get through that.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Roll a d20 for me, Nari.
Okay. 18.
So that would be this one. Okay, that's good.
For you or for me?
For the rest of your team. So she's going to cast Cone of Cold, but she can't really see which way she's facing. So I had to roll a d20 to determine which direction she was going to fire it. And she's firing it this way. So it's not going to hit
thank
anybody
God.
but Snake you.
That is fine. I'm willing to take it.
Yep, so it's going to be a dexterity saving throw. I think
Mhm.
because you're wrapped around her, I'm going to make that at disadvantage.
Sure. So I use the snake's dex. I only use my own intelligence stuff, right?
Correct.
So as a
So it's a DC 16. No, I'm sorry. It's a Constitution save.
Constitution. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So disadvantage. So I'm gonna have to roll it twice. No. 2.
Yep, so you take 32 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And that's the end of her turn.
Still 22 on the snake, baby.
Mm-hmm. Nate, it's your turn.
It is a new turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I come back, and things have certainly changed.
I have. What would you like to do?
First of all, this guy,
Mm-hmm.
Undersmark,
Excellent.
and then I'm gonna pull out the correct bow.
Good.
Yeah, let's see if that baby works. Also, I just realized I should have been rolling Constitution saves for the damage taken because I'm still focusing on that quiver of Nathaniel.
That's okay. Start to do it from this point on, please.
Yes. I'm sorry, I forgot about it.
That's okay.
So, first attack.
Yes.
That hits.
So that plus that plus Undersmark.
Okay, what's the total?
32.
Nice.
Yeah, when
And
that
that's
hits, it just
Pippin.
takes it's like a rail gun going through him. It just completely opens a giant hole in his side, and he's now glaring back at you.
I'm so happy I made that bow.
Me too. And second one,
Do it again.
sharpshooter.
That hits.
Why is it not adding the other one?
I would say just roll the no touchy again because it's the same.
Is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 2d6. Jeez, so 18,
Oh.
38 damage.
Yeah. So what's that? 70 damage
Yep.
in total on the 2 attacks.
Holy hell, man!
And no, wait. Undersmark, right? It's on every attack.
Yes.
So
Roll
another
Hunter's Mark.
Undersmark. So 75 damage total.
Holy shit!
Very nice.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that second one also rocks him. So he's got 2 giant holes in his icy body, and he's now glaring back at you. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yep, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna yell at him. Come at me, you icicle prick. Nate is not good at swearing.
Does that mean that the hunter's mark on this lady is gone?
Yeah,
No,
a little
that
bit.
was favorite foe.
Oh, that
That's
was favorite
different.
foe. Gotcha. Sorry.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Anything? And so that should be everything. So let's move on to Sneak. What is Sneak
Yes.
gonna do?
Snake is going to try and bite the thing that she's holding. So I believe, because that's a melee attack, that is with
It would
advantage because she's
it-
restrained.
It would be. Yep.
Beautiful. So 16. That was not a good
She
roll.
is going to cast Shield,
Okay.
so that does not hit.
Well, shit.
Yeah, you feel the arcane bubble push out against you, as your teeth would have sunk into her deeply, but
Hmm.
the arcane deflection prevents it.
Yeah, the biggest problem I have here is that I only have one attack here, and I don't think I can drag her along while moving. Can I?
If you have her grappled, you move
I
at
do?
half speed,
Yeah,
but
you
to
move
move
at
her
half
along.
speed. Yeah.
Alright. Well, in
If
that
she's 2
case.
sizes smaller than you, then you move at normal speed.
Oh, I forgot that part.
Oh, well,
yeah, so,
in that
you can
case.
just drag her along.
I'm
wherever
gonna
you wanna
drag
go.
her along so that Nate can also hit her if he wants to.
So she is underneath her.
She's gone.
Swallow whole.
Yeah, I can't do that, unfortunately. Otherwise,
That's
I
it.
would have.
Just because you don't have the specific ability, doesn't
Yeah.
mean you can't.
Wait, really?
Alright,
Yeah, that
Abraham,
then
it's
is
your
my
turn.
Partial swallow.
Partial
Jeez.
swallow.
Behave yourself.
Misty Step.
Awesome.
No, I'm going to reverse action that. I'm changing the order of operations.
Mhm.
But it's the same. It's the same thing.
Sure.
Greater invisibility. Misty Step.
Okay. Those
Oh,
are both
yeah.
leveled spells.
Oh, I can't do that, can I?
Nope.
The Misty. Then. Oh, fuck me. With greater invis. Nope, they could still do AoE attacks.
I mean, then they're attacking blindly. Hope you don't get hit.
Could you Misty Step towards Otho and then he can help you? With like a cure wounds or something?
Well, that is definitely a possibility.
All right. So what do you want to do, Abraham?
The worry is that if Misty steps towards Otho, it ends up getting both of us killed.
I do have the benefit now of having blessed healer, so I throw healing on you. I heal myself as well a little.
It's as far as I can go.
Now you can
Okay,
step?
so that's your bonus action. So what would you like to do with your action?
You can still cast a cantrip, I think.
Yep, he sure could.
Or defensive stance.
I'll take the dodge action, that is true.
Chuck a healing potion.
Activate an item.
Make sock puppets.
That's only an
Kill
action.
Soundscream.
Make an unarmed strike.
Make a
Strike an
snowball.
unarmed strike.
Anyway.
From your pocket.
Yeah, right. I guess. Drink a potion.
Okay. Go ahead and do so. Now, drinking a potion we normally do as a bonus action. So if we're
It
going
would replace my regular action to do a bonus action.
I understand that. What I was going to say is because you're taking the full action, if you'd like to drink 2, I will let you drink 2. All right, so you get 11 hit points. Awesome. Anything else you'd like to do? Because you still have your movement.
Save Otho his movement by moving over here. There's also the potential of me straight jumping off this bitch and casting Featherfall.
Sure.
Excellent. Othokent, it's now your turn. What would you like to do, my friend?
Great. I'm going to start off by casting Cure Wounds as a 3rd level spell. I'm just going to check. So, a question I am unsure of. If I use Disciple of Life, which says it gives an additional 2 plus the spell's level, does that scale if I use a high level spell slot?
Yes, because it's the spell's level.
Great.
So whatever level slot you're using, I would say yes.
Great, that is great. Then it's going to heal for 2 additional hit points when I cast it. So I'm going to heal Abraham for, let's see, that's 28 hit points.
Very nice.
And meanwhile, I'm going to get 5 hit points myself because of Blessed Healer. And I am going to take a chance on something, and I hope it's going to pay off because that bastard is going to start going towards us. I'm going to use my bonus action! No! Fuck. That's a shitty attack roll. Gosh darn it.
Hey, look, if, at least it's not a natural 1, because then you would have chipped a tooth. Yeah, you bite him, and he just looks at you like, what are you doing?
I heard this is a treat in some countries.
It's my once per day ability, and it gets chopped like this.
Wait, where do you bite? Start licking.
No, this time you might get stuck to it. Excellent. Anything else you'd like to do?
Well, now I can
This
just
is an
stand
entirely
here.
new sensation to me, and I love it.
Well, now I'm just standing here. That's great. So, yeah, that's my turn. At least I'll block them from Abraham. It's always something.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Gobs, it's your turn.
All right. So I have a bunch of different sources of Misty Step. How far up is that bridge?
It's 20 feet.
Would I be able to Misty Step so I land on it? I know I need to look where I'm gonna land, so I can't land on the bridge, but I can land above it and then fall like 5 feet to it.
I'll allow it.
20 feet up, so that's 10 feet across.
Yeah,
then? So there, ish.
Yeah, I'd give you that.
There?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. That's my bonus action. I still have a move. Let's see. Actually, no, I'm going to do something before moving. Actually, first of all, I'm going to stand up. I would have done that before casting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So standing up now, regular action to cast Eldritch Blast on that guy because he's still targeted by my curse. That curse didn't go away.
Go for it.
I presume it's 22 hits.
Yes, it does.
He takes 10 plus 3 additional from the curse.
Okay.
And I'm also going to utilize a Fear of the Small to deal an additional 3, so 16.
Okay.
And launching a second Eldritch Blast at him.
Go for it. That hits.
13. Let me just check if the curse triggers more than once per turn. Yeah, it just triggers on every, so long as it's an attack roll. So yeah, he takes 16 there as well.
Oh.
For a total of 16 plus 16, 32.
Yeah, he has cracks running all up and down his body. He is not looking good.
And I still have 15 feet of movement. There. That should put me within melee reach of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, ending my turn there.
Okay. It's more Valis' turn. He's gonna... Nimrith, ignore the rest. The boy's the only threat to the master. Kill him! And he is going to do his meld step. Boop, 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 to there. And then he is going to try to run. I don't think he can get... Oh, he can get to him. So he's going to teleport, and then he is going to sprint up to Nate. So he looks awful, Nate. He is not having a good day. Yeah, Talah, you need to make a wisdom saving throw. As you see, the person who dragged you out of your bedroom at night dragged you through dimensions.
Wow!
And you are not afraid. You know how much stronger you are than you were back then, and you're anxious to see him pay for everything he's done to you. But he's caught up to dear old Nate, and Nate, he's going to take a bunch of attacks at you. I believe your whatchamacallit's down, right? Your protection from good and evil.
Yep.
So these will be at advantage. First one's an 11, which does
Shit.
not hit you. Second one's a 21. I do believe that hits.
Yeah.
All right, so 2d6. So 5. So that's 9 slashing damage.
Uh-huh.
And 3 cold damage.
Okay.
And then he is going to do his third attack, which is an 18. Does that hit?
Yes.
He's rolling so low. That's good. 7 slashing damage and 5 cold damage on that one.
Okay.
He's not feeling good. Now it's Nimrith's turn.
Could we perhaps settle this with a nice calm debate?
He grumbles something that you don't understand.
Do you speak Draconic?
He does not.
Dread.
He's going to stomp his way there. He's big enough that he's going to step over you, but you and Otho both get attacks of opportunity.
I'd like to point out a thing then.
Sure.
If I hit my attack of opportunity, he's going nowhere.
Yes.
Go for it. That does hit.
Well, considering I don't have Warcast, I can attack of opportunity with this since I don't have a weapon drawn.
Huh?
Nope.
Go for it. Oh, also, Otho, give me a d6.
Sure.
And that does hit, by the way.
It does?
14 hits him, yeah.
Huh. Nice.
Roll some om-nom damage.
He takes 8 points of piercing damage from me munching into his leg. I rolled a 4 on your d6.
Yeah, so he started. Yeah, I saw it. So he started to walk past, and you hit him in the leg, and it actually cracked his leg a little bit. So he's going to stop and look down at you, and you have his attention.
Lovely.
He is going to do 2 slam attacks on you.
All right.
A 24.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 13 plus a cold. So 14 points of damage. 13 bludgeoning, 3 cold.
Yep.
And then he's going to do it again. So 19 hit.
I'm going to use my spell slot to cast Shield, so no. It would never stop the first.
Yep, no, I understand. All right, and that's the end of his turn.
No, I can't do that. I took my reaction. That just hits.
Oh, okay.
It's a reaction thing, and I took my reaction to attack him, so I can't.
So 13 bludgeoning.
Yep.
And 6 cold.
You said 13?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep.
All right, and now it's Irith's turn. Both Nate and Talah take 4 points of cold damage for being within 10 feet of her.
Okay.
And let me look. See if she's got any way out of this.
Huh.
Yep, she's going to cast this again. Right on top of her. Which means she'll have to make the save as well. And so will he. Because she doesn't know he's there. Boop. So Talah and Nate need to try to make that save. Hers will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Nate, you take half. Talah, you take it all.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, she's going to eat it. So she's going to take that much bludgeoning. She's immune to cold, so she doesn't have to worry about that. I got to move you for a second.
Yeah, sure.
I'll put you back, don't worry.
If it's more than 18 points of damage, Talah is just Talah again.
Okay.
18 or more.
You're just Talah again. It's 20...
Okay.
It's 19 points of damage.
Okay, so okay. That's only 1 point of damage that transfers to Talah then. Okay.
And then
So,
let's see
yeah,
if
just
he
Talah
makes
again.
his move. All right, you want to drag Talah back out there and put her back in the...
Sure.
add a turn for her. Okay, he makes his, so he only takes 3.
Just need to roll a new initiative to actually
No,
get me in
I
there
gotcha.
again, or
I got you.
okay.
And then you were in front of Abraham. I think you were at 19.
Yep, 19.
Also means I have to roll a Constitution for the quiver. Nope, that's gone.
All right, and that will be her turn.
Also, did Nex roll the d6s for the fire quiver?
No, I don't think he
Oh.
did.
Oh
I
man.
forgot.
But that's on him. You guys have lots of cool stuff. It's up to you guys to keep
Yeah.
up with it. Just like I forget to do stuff for my characters, so same thing happens. All right, we are back to the top of the round. Nate, it is your turn.
Yeah. So I can't really shoot my bow at this guy when he's in my face.
Awesome. Where are you Misty stepping to?
It is 30 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There.
All right.
And then I'm gonna shoot him again.
Go for it.
Come on.
Does that miss?
No, that does not miss.
And the
He
fire!
The arrow strikes him dead in the throat, and his body explodes into
Yeah.
shards of ice.
Oh, wait, the fire's not there anymore, but I believe you were going to say it either way.
Yeah, it was. He did enough. He did enough to kill him. So, the High General of the Heart of Winter is dead.
Awesome.
And second arrow.
Ooh, I get healed by that actually. 12.
Nice. Who are you shooting with the second arrow?
This
Okay.
lady.
Yes.
That hits.
And the no touchy and the favored foe.
Awesome. Is that against Faye? The favorite foe?
But no, it's this.
You designate a person?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So I was just making sure, because if it was against Faye, you should have been rolling that against all of these guys. That's all I was asking. Once again, you hit her square in the chest, and she staggers back and turns to snow, and then crumbles apart. Gone.
Oh.
I'm gonna turn back around.
Turn around. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no.
And then I believe that's the end of your turn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move closer.
Yeah, and you can't move Hunter's Mark
Just
because you've already used your bonus action.
Yeah. I'm just gonna call out to my friends that the other side has been cleared. Just this guy left.
Talah, dear, it's your turn.
On this guy.
On save.
Not just yet. On his turn.
Oh, okay. Moon.
But
Alright,
yes,
what
I
else
am
would you like to
putting
do?
it right on top of him. And then I'm going to start moving this way. That's it?
Awesome. Abraham, what would you like to do, my friend? Abraham? Neither of those hit. They're not strong enough to pierce the icy veil that protects his body.
Didn't I just hit him on a 14 earlier?
Yeah, you did.
I looked at the wrong thing before. I have something set that I thought was his AC that is not. I thought their ACs were all a little low because I've been looking at the wrong thing this whole time.
Let me take a look real quick. Oh, hang on a second. I didn't factor that in. I'm using that stat that gives me +2 to attacks on spells.
Still does not hit.
16 doesn't hit.
Nope.
All right.
All of them except for the girl's AC I've been doing wrong this whole time.
Aren't you supposed to have 3 Scorching Rays?
That one hits. And actually, I'm going to do one other thing. Go ahead and roll two more attacks. For Scorching Ray. Okay, yeah. Neither of those hit. I was going to give you advantage because he would be distraught that Emereth died. All right. Anything else you'd like to do, Mr. Grissom?
I'm good.
All right. Othokent, it is your turn.
How nice. As this guy still has a lot of health left, I'm gonna assume I don't like that.
I would assume you don't like it either. That is correct.
Yeah. So I'd rather not start up a great big ass concentration spell. That seems like a bad idea. So I'm gonna take 2 steps over to deal little gobs. And use my healer's kit. 21 points of healing.
Jeepers, that's a lot of healing.
Nice.
It is your hit dice +4 plus a bonus I got from early on in the game. My healer's kit is quite potent.
Yeah, I'm no longer on the half.
Nice. Let's see, what do I still have left of spell slots? I can use the 2nd level. I'm going to look over to Nathaniel, who looks rather wounded, and say, Nathaniel, no die! And cast Healing Word as a bonus action.
No, Daniel, no die.
I'm trying not to. Inhaling my lung.
It's gonna heal for an additional hit point apart from what it says. So 12.
Excellent, excellent.
And I get to heal for 4.
Very nice.
And yeah, in case this guy is he can't cleave a weird ass a bit, Othokent's gonna use the rest of his move to try and get back on his other side. And that's my turn!
Gobs, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Alright, I'd like to move a little.
Okay.
I can't stand on that square, right?
Correct, you cannot.
But I would still be flanking here, yes?
Correct.
That is good enough for me. So that means advantage if I recall.
Correct.
19.
That
That amount of damage, and I'm spending my last Fear of the Small to add 3 more.
Yep.
Second attack.
that hits.
For 8. So that's a total of 19 damage when both attacks are added up.
Excellent. Cracks are beginning to form up and down his body.
And I stay where I am.
Boop. All right, it is his turn.
Now he rolls the Constitution save.
Oh,
Is he happy to see me?
no, he's not. Yeah, he saves.
Yeah,
How much?
so he takes half.
It takes 8. What kind of
Radiant.
damage is it? Radiant?
Radiant.
Okay. Alrighty. He is very confused at this point, and all the people who tell him what to do are dead. So he's going to try to follow the last command he got. So he's going to move there. And then he's going to continue to try to get to Nate. So, Othokent, you get an attack of opportunity. Also, Gobx,
Yes,
you get an attack of opportunity.
And again, if mine hits, his speed becomes 0.
I understand.
Does he though? He's not leaving Gobx's area.
Well, he gets
He
to
moves
attack.
through the square, I guess.
Yeah,
But
he's going to get an attack of opportunity. I understand the rules is he has to leave the threat, but
Yeah, okay.
That is true, he has to
I'm
do,
gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna say with the way he's moving, logically
good.
from my mindset, he'd get the attack.
Oh wait, I have advantage.
Fuck. Right, give me damage, Gobs.
9.
Welcome back, Sexy.
And so he starts to step, and you hit his leg again, and it cracks, and his leg kind of buckles, and he's actually going to just sit there in confusion because he doesn't know what else to do. He's very distraught and a bit lost at the moment, and that's the end of his turn. Nate, it's your turn, my friend.
Yeah, so
Pew!
I'm sorry, big guy. I'm sure you're just following orders.
Nate, you can actually start to see tears freezing on his cheeks as he's very distraught and
Yeah,
confused.
I'm talking to it in primordial.
I know. You just hear him saying, "Where's everybody at? What am I supposed to do?"
I'll send you to them. Or try.
That does not hit. That second one does.
Did he hurt anyone?
Yes, he's hurt several people.
No, in the last turn.
Don't think so.
Not since his last turn.
You know.
Because he just had his turn and he did not try to hit him.
Yeah. So that is all the damage, unless I just move my Hunter's Mark to him.
I'm sure you would have, right? You planned on using your bonus action to do that?
Yeah.
I'll say you did that at the start of your turn then. All right, so what is that, 19?
Yes.
So you take a big chunk out of his upper shoulder neck area, and he's still up, but he is
And I can
crying in
actually
pain.
also put on the favored foe on him.
He's not feeling very good. Talah, it's your turn.
So things like control water, create or destroy water, does that work on ice?
Oof.
Because in that case, I would use this on him. I would have to move a bit further, closer, but other than that. Yeah.
So the issue with using destroy water is it only works on non-magical water.
Okay. Then I would not be using that.
Yep.
Actually,
Huh?
can I ask the guy to go home?
You can certainly try. I'll let you, as a free action, just tell him, hey, this fight's over, it's time to leave, so whatever persuasive argument you want to make for that, I will let you attempt that. But I got to hear it.
Do it.
Give me that speech.
Do it.
The generals have died and you're alone. And you don't want to be here anymore. I'm sure. I can see it on you. Please, run home to the Feywild, to your friends. Get healed.
So, if nobody else will stop it from happening, after he makes that that appeal to him, Nimleth will dive off the cliff into the icy water below in an attempt to return home. Is anybody going to attempt to stop him from doing so? After you hear Nate talk to him.
Is Nate making any sort of gestures?
Yeah, Nate would be pointing towards where he has learned that the connection to the Feywild is. Like the direction of the forest.
So that's what Nate's doing. I'll let you do an insight check on Nate to see if you get the gist of what he's trying to do. Same for is anybody else going to try to stop this thing from leaving after Nate's
That's 14.
Yeah, I'd say that's good enough. You get the gist of Nate just trying to let him leave. Otho, Abraham, Talah, are you guys just going to let him go?
I mean, I can see that Nate is the one talking to him. So I'm going to.
I'm assuming a lot of body language.
Yeah, I'm going to trust Nate on this and just see what happens first.
Yeah,
I
you'll
trust
see.
Nathaniel.
So yeah, you see Nimleth's shoulders kind of droop down since you pointed off to the forest, and he's going to start just walking that way, slowly but surely, to leave.
Perhaps in another situation we could have been friends.
You just hear grumble back, "Good fight." Hopefully, friends when they return aren't so angry with you.
Thumbs up.
And we are going to exit combat for now.
Nate is gonna collapse.
All right, Dr. Ofo, ready to provide medical attention.
Kneeling beside Nate immediately.
Please wait with expending spells upon healing. I can still use my medicine kit. You are very hurt, Nathaniel. I'm going to give you some morphine as well.
Oh.
Wow, that is literally minimum. Now, because I've studied my medicine, I can use healer's kit twice a day to heal people. Or twice per
Yay.
short rest, actually. So I'm going to use that before I start using spell slots. So Nathaniel gets another.
Excellent.
Gobx, how are you feeling?
I'm lightly hurt.
All right.
What you did before helped a lot. I'm still not at my full, but I can fight.
Second time's the charm, 19. Abraham, friend, how's that internal bleeding going?
I have minor injuries.
Well, I am still going to do some first aid. 17.
Perfectly fine now.
Great. And then I'm going to use a second charge of my own healer's kit on myself. 19. I'm almost at full. So the people I can heal again are Talah and Abraham.
Don't waste on Talah.
Abraham's full.
Yeah, but
Talah is missing 1 hit point. Don't do it.
It is more in case if we need it, because I can only use my healer's kit on people twice per short rest.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
Just noting it.
I'm just noting it, and in case I forget, someone can help me remember. I can use it twice on Talah and once on Abraham. It's not because I don't like using spell slots, but spell slots have a bit more utility than healing. Alright, that should be everyone in a decent fighting shape, I presume.
How are you feeling, Pip?
Actually pretty good in multiple ways. Otho patched me up right good, and we got rid of what I think is 2 generals. And that poor ice dude was just following orders. How about you?
I'm actually fine.
That's great to hear. I'm glad.
Nate,
Yeah?
you feel a pulse, just a pulse through your body.
Oh, yay. Any origin
Happens
from my
again.
body?
It's coming from the sword.
I'm gonna grab the sword and just think to it.
Are you
gonna
unsheathing
stand
it?
up.
Are you
I'm
unsheathing
gonna
it?
stand up and unsheathing it
Okay.
and asking it.
So, as this happens, as he unsheaths it, a pulse goes through all of you. And a couple things happen. Number 1, any ability that resets on a short rest is now reset.
Yay, spell slots.
Number
Nothing.
2, you get 7 levels of expended spell slots back. Whether that's if it's a level 5 spell slot, that takes 5 of them. So you get 7 of them back.
Can we go over cap?
So
No, you
I
cannot.
am. So I'm back to all spell slots.
Number 3, you heal up to half of your hit points if you're not already at max.
Well, I'm maxed out again.
And time stops for everybody except for Nate. When this bright flash and thrum that happens from the sword happens, you're no longer standing on a bridge next to Talah. You're standing in a mountainous meadow, surrounded by ice and snow, but this meadow is pure and warm, and there's flowers and the grass. And there's a beautiful young woman sitting down, sharpening the sword that you hold, as she's sitting surrounded by an outdoor forge.
Okay. I'm gonna approach slowly. Miss?
Oh, come now. We've spent so much time together, and you don't have to address me so formally.
Oh, is Nate putting 2 and 2 together here?
That's up to you. Would Nate get it?
I don't think so. Not immediately.
After all, you are courting my great, I think it's like 8 great granddaughters removed. So we're almost family, you know.
Oh, that is... Huh. Sorry, I'm Nate, Nathaniel, Pippin. Who are you again?
Are you joking?
Sorry, lately this has been a lot, and I'm not entirely sure what's currently happening, though. Although I recognize the sword.
Oh, yes, the sword is me.
Oh, well, good day, Elena Soul, right?
Yes, Elena Sewell, known as the spirit of the halcyon days of winter. The warmest days of winter is my territory. That's why I have so much power to fight the heart of winter, because I am the touch of summer that visits his realm.
I see.
And that's why he attacked Talah and her mother, because he could sense my blood running through them.
So you are protecting your family?
Yes, and you need to understand something very important. The only way to stop him is to stab me into his heart. Killing him won't end his threat. We have to remind him of his purpose.
I don't quite get it. Like, so if we kill him, he's just gonna come back, or?
Yes, all Fae come back if they're not killed in their own realm.
Oh well, crap. Okay.
That's why he brought the fight here.
I
But
feel
what he
like I
wasn't
should know this. Sorry?
yes, and what he wasn't counting on was the interference of his son, my cousin, Song of Autumn. That's weakened him considerably. So you have this opportunity. The whole point of the prophecy is not his death. Tell me, young Nathan, what is the purpose of winter?
I'm not entirely sure. Like
It's a time.
everything hibernates.
Exactly. It's a time of rest. It's a time to reset. Nature rests during winter so that it can bring forth life in the spring and flourish in the summer, and then begin to wind down for that rest again in the fall. He's forgotten his purpose. He believes only the biting cold of death is his job, is his realm, is what he's supposed to be. Because long ago, when he started enjoying that, is when I left him. It's the same reason the Song of Summer left him, or Soul of Summer left him. He forgets, instead of the calming, restful snows of the holidays, he becomes a terrible blizzard out to destroy and deal death. And that is not the point. And me and
Right.
you are going to remind him of that. But it's up
Yes.
to you. He believes the prophecy is that stabbing him in the heart with me is to kill him. And he will do everything he can to prevent that from happening. Be
Right.
wary of his words, young Nathaniel.
Of course. But wait. So you're telling me all of this is kind of like a family, like, quarrel?
Everything's
it's
about
because
family,
you
isn't it?
it's because you can't really talk together, then we need to kill him. Sorry, I'm just confused.
When things get to a point when someone cannot see past beyond their own point of view, words don't work anymore. I believe a wise person once said you can't reason someone out of a position they didn't reason themselves into.
Right.
And sadly, one of the downsides of the nature of creatures such as us is that the world we live in warps to match our mindset. And as his mindset has become more and more contorted, it went from a place of restful slumber to a place of icy entombment and death.
Right. I'm glad if we can fix it all so this whole thing stops. That'd be great. Especially for Talah and her mom.
Yes, it's been heartbreaking to see and hear what happened to them both. But it'll be all right, won't it?
Well, it's certainly gonna try and make it
Oh,
be better
come
than
on
all right.
now. She's not just worth trying for, is she?
I'm doing my best.
She kind of eyes you sideways like, Well, I know she'll probably not ask for my approval on things, but you'd better get this done, young man.
I will. I will do all I can. All of us will. Not just me.
Well, you know what you need to do. I'll be there to help you as best as I can, and I've done what I can for your friends. But hopefully the weather turns in your favor. And at that point, you're hit with that shock of the cold that you were standing in before, and you're back on the bridge, holding this golden gleaming sword in your hand.
Um. Well, that was certainly something. Talah,
Hmm?
your great something grandmother something removed says hi.
What?
Yeah, she's in the sword. She is the sword, apparently. I didn't quite make that
Huh?
connection before.
This is only getting more confusing.
Yeah, so
Talah's family reunions have pitched battles and snowball fights and sunburn.
Grand sword. Sword ma.
Sword Ma.
Oh
Great
my
Sword
god.
Ma. She does a D12.
but I feel like the time to strike is now. The autumn has weakened the heart of winter. We need to use this opportunity.
Talah's gonna grab Nate's hand. Don't try to be the hero. Don't do anything stupid. Please?
I won't try. I will be the hero. All of us are.
Just don't sacrifice yourself for it.
I won't.
Good.
Because she also said that this is not about killing the Heart of Winter. It is about setting him straight. Back on his intended path. Are we all ready to go? I'll explain the rest while we go.
Yep. Already. As ready as I'll ever be.
Of course I'm ready. Until the game one die, Talah. I won't let that happen.
Hey, Otho, if I die, can you make me into a sword?
I mean, if you permanently die, then I can at least turn you into a javelin.
I kind of feel like the arm has dips on Gobx's body.
Yeah, it's just in case. At least a dagger.
I think that should be doable. But like I said, no, none of you are dying before I do, and I'm not dying. Simple as.
So, as you guys begin to walk up the road and continue to head towards the old cemetery, it begins to warm even further. It turns from no, Nate, it was I'm not gonna try, I am gonna be the hero. That's why you get inspiration. Like, about time. Be confident. Anyways, as you begin to walk, the rain turns from that bitter into autumn, late autumn, early winter cold rain to an early autumn, late summer rain as things begin to warm up and the snow begins to disappear. As you approach the graveyard, it's a very scenic little graveyard. Lots of graves. There's a small creek that runs through the middle of it. In fact, why don't we take a look at it? Remind me, how much time do we have left before we need to end for everybody?
25 minutes.
Okay. All right, so here's the graveyard. And you guys are coming in from the south side. So as you guys enter the graveyard, you cross the little bridge and you come up, you can see the Heart of Winter, which I'll get you a bigger picture of him later. He's sitting on a tombstone that has a very familiar inscription that has been scratched into it with a sharp-bladed weapon. So not the one from your vision, Talah. And he's sitting on this tombstone next to an open grave that has been freshly dug, and you can see the shovel, and there's mud on his feet and his hands. He dug this grave himself. And he looks up to you and goes, "Oh, excellent. I've been waiting for you." And that's where we're going to end this week's session. Because we're not going to have enough time to finish this today. So we will pick up next time as you guys begin your face-off at long last with the Heart of Winter, deciding exactly what's going to happen. Will he live? Will you guys live? Who knows? Not me. I only pretend to write a story ahead of time. But for now, that's all, folks, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We're gonna die.
Yay.